Viewers, hello and welcome. In today's video, we're going to tell you all about Area 51. What it really is, why it was built in such a deserted location, and whether the US military is secretly connected to aliens. If they are, then why don't we know about it? Why has this information been hidden from us for so long? You'll get the answers to all these questions in this video. So, without wasting any more time, let's get started. If you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe and share this video with your friends so you don't miss any of our upcoming interesting videos. First, let's talk about what Area 51 actually is. This is a place where no ordinary person is allowed to enter. If someone tries to enter the area, they can face up to 1 year in prison and a fine of $5,000. There are two major secrets connected to Area 51, and today we'll tell you about both. The first secret is about aliens. Yes, viewers, you heard that right. It is said that the US government is in contact with aliens, and they are working together on advanced technology for the future. Now the question is, how did we even come to know that such beings, whom we call aliens, exist and might be cooperating with the United States? It all started on June 24, 1947. When a man named Kenneth Arnold claimed that while flying his private aircraft near a mountain, he saw 9 UFOs, unidentified flying objects moving rapidly across the sky. At that time, no one took his statement seriously, but the very next day, a UFO reportedly crashed in a farmer's field. When the landowner informed the US military, they immediately arrived and began an investigation. On July 25th, the Army even published a statement confirming that a UFO had crashed. But the very next day, on July 26th, they changed the story, claiming that it was just a weather balloon that had been destroyed by lightning. People soon lost interest, and the talk about aliens slowly faded away, until another shocking story appeared years later. A man named Glenn Dennis once claimed that his girlfriend, who worked as a nurse in the military, accidentally walked into a medical examination room where several people were standing around a strange body. She said it looked human, but with large eyes, very thin arms, and a big head. Nothing like any human she had ever seen. She couldn't observe much before being taken away, but what she saw was enough to convince her that it wasn't human. People later connected her story to the 1947 Roswell crash, believing that when the UFO crashed, the military recovered alien bodies and took them to Area 51 for secret research. Another major revelation came in 2014 from a scientist named Boyd Bushman, who claimed to have worked at Area 51. He stated that aliens are indeed present inside Area 51, and that the US works with them to develop future technologies. He even shared photographs of aliens as proof of his claims. However, the government denied everything, calling him a liar, and shortly after his statements, Bushman mysteriously died, leading many to believe that he was killed for revealing the truth. But how much of this is true and how much is false, no one really knows, because no one has ever come out of Area 51 to tell the real story. Many curious people have tried to uncover its secrets. One young man even created a Facebook event, jokingly inviting people to storm Area 51. Over 2 million people gathered outside the restricted zone for what turned into a massive desert party. When the government learned about this, they tightened security, and the crowd eventually dispersed peacefully after some fun and music. Now let's talk about the second secret of Area 51. Advanced U.S. military technology. After World War II, the Cold War began between the U.S. and the Soviet Union. Both nations were extremely powerful. The U.S. wanted to spy on the Soviet Union without being detected, so the CIA chose a remote, uninhabited location to build a secret testing base. And that's how Area 51 came into existence. Here, the U.S. developed experimental aircraft, including the famous U-2 spy plane. The U-2 could fly at an altitude of 70,000 feet, making it difficult to detect. But in 1960, when one was shot down by the Soviets, the U.S. decided to build even more advanced aircraft in absolute secrecy. They feared that if the Soviets found out, they might launch a nuclear attack. So all this work had to be done away from public eyes. But there was one big problem: testing. When these secret planes were flown for trials, people would see strange flying objects and question what they were. So, according to many, the U.S. deliberately spread the idea of UFOs and aliens to make people believe that what they were seeing were aliens, not secret aircraft. So, the UFO mystery may have been a cover-up for secret U.S. technology. Finally, viewers, remember this: there are other life forms in the universe. It is said that Hazrat Ali once mentioned that one day humans would discover other creatures, but when that time will come, no one knows. That was our short documentary for today about the hidden secrets of Area 51. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe to our channel, like the video, and share it with your friends so you don't miss any of our upcoming amazing documentaries. See you next time. Allah Hafiz.